All right, weather for Weather Geeks. It is Tuesday evening. We're getting this on later than usual this evening because I had to do a big software upgrade this evening that actually took a couple of hours. So we're getting to Weather Geeks late, but we are doing the Valley's most in-depth weather video yet again this evening. So let's get right to it. First of all, another cloudy day today. What else is new? We had that great day on Sunday, but, as you know, it's a pretty cloudy time of the year. Roughly 3/4 of our days are at least mostly cloudy, if not completely overcast, here in the month of December. December, January, and February, not coincidentally, the three coldest months of the year. Meteorological winter, it's our cloudiest time of the year. We can mostly thank our proximity to the Great Lakes and being downwind from the Great Lakes for all the cloudiness at this time of the year. We registered 0.6 inches worth of snow at the Youngstown Warren Airport earlier on today, bringing our month-to-date total to exactly an inch at the airport in Vienna. I went back and looked at the record books, took a look at December snowfalls going back to 1997. And, of course, a lot of variability here. You may remember December of 2010. Whoops. December of 2010 was just ridiculous with the amount of snow that we had that year. 53 inches of snow in the month of December that year. That was an amazing, amazing year. 2014, 2015, back-to-back relatively snow-free Decembers, and then we had pretty snowy Decembers over the last 2 years. Our average December snowfall is about 14 inches at the airport, so we were above the average each of the last 2 years. What about this year? I'll talk about that a little more at the end of the video, but I kind of suspect we will not see as much snow in December this year as we have had over the last couple of years. We've seen just a touch of snow and some flurries out there for much of the afternoon and evening. Sometimes these are almost like snow grains or pellets, almost borderline grapple at times today, kind of those hard snow pellets that kind of bounce off your windshield. The air too dry up in that prime zone up in the atmosphere for producing nice dendrites, what we call those big fluffy snowflakes that accumulate easily and look pretty nice when they're falling. You need moisture up in that zone, which is roughly between -12 and -18 degrees Celsius for the most efficient snow growth. And the air up in that zone was just too dry today. The saturation was down below that zone in a warmer zone of air, so you didn't get those nice fluffy snowflakes today. Kind of an interesting thing today. If you follow the National Weather Service out of Cleveland on Facebook and Twitter, they posted about this earlier. Some enhancement of the snow shower activity downwind of industrial Cleveland today. Some of the industrial areas on the south and southeast side of Cleveland may have enhanced some snowfall. This got a little boost, of course, from the lake, but also some of the industry here on the south side of Cleveland may have given a little boost to some of these snow showers, adding some warmth and moisture to the air. And again, especially once you're down into northern Summit County, perhaps a little bit of an uptick in activity today thanks to man-made objects up in Cuyahoga County. All right, we have a disturbance off to our west. It's right in through here. This is what's going to track our way tomorrow and produce what else is new? Another cloudy day. I think there'll be an uptick in flurry and snow shower activity during the course of your Wednesday. Don't think this will add up to much, but there could be some localized coatings on windshields and maybe on the grass in some places. Don't think it's a big deal overall. Now, as we transition into the day Thursday, cold front heads our way. I think some snow will get going as we get into the afternoon. This is going to be light, but it may be just enough to cover the ground, and then we'll be left with the flurries and snow showers into parts of Friday, especially in the morning. Our modeling here for the Thursday snow, there's been a downward trend in the modeling over the last 6 hours or so, all generally an inch or less shown on the models. I think that's generally right. I include in our forecast on the app maybe up to 2 inches. That may be, pushing it a little bit. I think an inch may be a little more likely. All right, we're going to miss out on a big southern snowstorm late this week into the weekend. This will be a big deal for parts of the Carolinas, especially North Carolina, up into parts of Virginia, the mountains of West Virginia. All those ski areas along the spine of the Appalachians will do quite well with the snow coming their way as we go into the weekend. Now, for big cities, this will be a close call in Charlotte, maybe not far to the north and west of Charlotte. They're going to get hammered with some snow up towards I-40. Raleigh will be right on the borderline as well, so this will be highly impactful for our neighbors to the south, but that system is suppressed to our south. It's not going to be an issue for us. Things are still on track for a relatively mild mid-range period here in the 8 to 14 day outlook in the middle of December. We are expecting a generally mild pattern. I talked at the beginning of the video about snow this month. We've seen 1 inch so far. We might see up to another inch on Thursday. Boy, beyond Thursday, it looks like a pretty dry pattern through early next week, and although it may be a wetter pattern towards the end of next week, at that point it'll probably be too warm for snow. So through about the 20th, I'm not real optimistic that we're going to see much snow on the ground, aside from just little drips and drabs here and there. I don't think it's going to be a particularly snowy next 14 days. If we get a white Christmas this year, it might be kind of at the last minute, right before Christmas, because any snow that we see over the next 2 weeks looks pretty inconsequential, and whatever we see with our little clipper on Thursday will melt with a little sunshine over the weekend and warmer temperatures for next week. That's it for tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you back here on Wednesday evening.